With days on the market on the rise and interest rates hovering in the sixes, will the housing market make a comeback? Hey guys, Patrick Navy Realty, part of the Johnson Group here in beautiful Savannah, Georgia. And today we're going over a Realtor.com article titled Building Boom Forecast for 2025. Number of affordable new homes set to soar, but expect them to be smaller. And you're starting to see that in these new construction communities. When I go through the D.R. Horton homes especially, they got these little cottage line homes that are a lot smaller, under $300,000, most of them, so that first-time home buyers can afford them. So that's kind of what they're talking about here. This article is by Mr. Gonzalez. I don't know his last name. You can read it right there. I don't want to insult him, okay? And this was in December of 2024 when they wrote this article. So builders are working to fix America's critical housing shortage. And while the number of new homes expected to top 1.1 million in 2025, expect them to be built slightly smaller. But home buyers can expect them to be more affordable too, according to the Realtor.com 2025 housing forecast. It's especially good news for first-time home buyers. And that's kind of what we're seeing here and what I was talking about, okay? Because when you're talking about these new construction homes that are smaller, under $300,000, when you look at the rest of the market, and we're going to go over that real quick, when you talk about the median home sales price. So last year, December in Savannah, the median home sales price was $348,500. This year is $375,000, up by 7.6%. In Pooler is $369,000 last year. This year, $331,000, down by 10.3%. Okay, and in Richmond Hill, last year was $421,495. This year, $457,912, up by 8.6%. So when you're talking about they're trying to build homes that first-time home buyers can afford, well, that's the only way they can do it is build them smaller. So, and they're trying to get they're trying to get first-time home buyers in homes so they can build that equity so they can buy the bigger home. So that's the goals there. All right. So new construction will help ease the housing shortage. In 2025, new home sales and single-family housing starts are expected to improve compared to other types of home. Builders plan to construct about 1.1 million homes, which is 13.8% increase from 2024. Builders are working to make homes more affordable, especially for first-time home buyers. They're also focusing on smaller homes, which have not been built often enough. The number of new homes sold for less than $300,000 rose 14% in September of 2023 to 17% in September of 2024. This trend is expected to continue in 2025, giving home buyers more affordable options. The builders are also using new technologies like modular and 3D printed homes, which I've never seen, which I'm very curious to see what that's like, to lower costs and speed up construction. And I kind of want to show you all the new construction homes in our area that is sold for less than $300,000. And there is still homes under $300,000 in new construction right now, if you're looking to buy one. But here you'll see the smallest home they had for sale was $185,000, and it was 816 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 bath, no garage, just your basic bare minimum house. Your biggest house was 1,825 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage. That was going for $321,990, and it sold for $300,000, which is great. Your average is 1,400 square feet with 3.2 with 1-car garage. Average sales price is $385 or $285, $257. That's in our area. Okay. So if you're looking and you're like, man, I can't afford a home. All these homes are very expensive. Well, you can afford a home. It's just going to be a little bit smaller. And that's kind of what they're talking about right there. All right. The role of policy in shaping the market. Okay. Now while on the face of it, new home construction looks promising, but there are some uncertainties due to the incoming Trump administration and potential policy shifts, okay? President-elect Donald Trump has said that he plans to reduce some regulations, which is obvious. That's, was the plan, including making more land or more federal land available for development, which could help boost home building. But Trump also said that he plans to deport millions of undocumented immigrants, and that will solve the nation's housing crisis. He also plans to raise tariffs. And if both of these policies go into effect, the cost of labor and material could slow construction and push home prices even higher, okay? A thriving housing market relies on balance, says Carmen Spifford. I don't know how to say his name, sorry. Policies that enhance land availability and lesser regulation can foster growth in construction. On the other hand, restrictive policies such as restrictor immigration rules or new tariffs could lead to increased costs for labor and materials. When these costs increase, they inevitably get passed on to the end consumer, you, if you're looking to buy a home, raising home prices and making affordability even greater challenge. Now, these are predictions of these guys. They don't know for sure what's going to happen, okay? If we want to sustain progress in addressing housing shortages, it's essential that policymakers and builders collaborate to keep costs manageable and maintain accessibility for buyers, okay? Opportunities and risks for home buyers. While 2025 is expected to bring more affordable options, especially for new or first-time home buyers, as builders focus on budget-friendly options, the rising costs and policy changes could slow down home building. Buyers should monitor new markets where homes are being built to take advantage of the opportunities in 2025. And I will tell you also, not only are these new construction homes, and it's not just D.R. Horton, Landmark 24 is another one in the area that is competing with those lower interest rates. So they're offering 4.99% interest rates. D.R. Horton's they got 1-to-1 buy downs. It's 3.9% interest rate on your first year, and then it is 4.99 for the life of the loan. So the builders are getting creative with financing. It's not just D.R. Horton. There's all the other builders starting to catch up with that to try to get first-time homeowners into homes. Okay. Now, existing home sales. Okay. Will the market bounce back? There are plenty of good news on the horizon, but challenges still exist. The recovering of the housing market will depend largely on mortgage rates, buyer attitudes, and overall economy, of course, okay? Mortgage rates will continue to average above 6% next year. According to the 2025 housing forecast, the report forecasts that the mortgage rates will average 6.3% across 2025 and end the year at 6.2%. That's a leg down from the 6.7% average across 2024 by year's end, but still well above the 4% historical average recorded from 2013 to 2019. Now, I got to be honest with you, I hate the fact that they highlight this time range, because during that time range, we had historically low interest rates for an insanely long time. I did a video on this. You can go back and look at it, but let's look at the interest rates today. All right, today, 30-year fixed conventional loan would be 7.14%. Okay, a FHA loan would be 6.5, and a VA loan would be 6.5, that's up from what I just recently saw. So they're starting to go back up. Okay, this past year brought us a surprising upward trend in home price growth, despite the persistence of high mortgage rates and rising inventory. Realtor.com economist wrote, mortgage rates are expected to keep mortgage payments essentially unchanged in 2025, despite the continued home price growth. And this is why you always hear realtors or loan originators tell you, date the rate, buy the home at the price it's at, because home prices just keep rising. Okay. There is some hope for affordability. Okay. Better affordability because of lower mortgage rates and higher household incomes. Still, many homeowners are reluctant to sell due to favorable mortgage rates, which affect the market. For instance, I got a 2.75% interest rate when we bought in 2021. There's no way I'm selling my house and go rolling into what was that VA loan again? 6.5, yeah, 6.5% interest rate. That's insane to be like 4% more a month. Okay, so most homeowners are locked into what they call the golden handcuffs. They're stuck. Okay, and even if they want to move now, because of our area in Savannah, I mean, obviously people have to move because we have a large military contingent here. Okay, so they got to move every 3 years. So there are homes available, but like I said, it's hard to sell your home in these days. You see when I'm show you, let's just go show you right now. I'm going to show you the days on the market right now. So talk about days on the market. So last year, days on the market, and I'm going to go average. Average. Days on the market last year in Savannah was 52 days on the market. This year, 72 days on the market, up by 38.5%. In Pooler, last year was 69 days on the market. This year, 65 days on the market, down by almost 6%. But that's also due, they have a lot lower amount of homes for sale in Pooler, and we'll look at that next, okay? Richmond Hill, 59 days on the market. Last year, now it's 82 days on the market, up by 39%. And we talk about, let's see the homes for sale in Pooler, just to kind of give you a, they're down from, or not down, but they are, compared to Savannah and Richmond Hill, it's a lot less homes on the market, right? Okay. On the positive note, as inventory is expected to increase, which it already has, which we've seen, the competition between buyers and sellers become more even. Existing homes might gradually recover, creating chances for both sides. The market's complete recovery will ultimately depend on how quickly these changes happen and whether potential buyers feel confident enough to participate in this, okay? And you know, this article is absolutely true. It's talking about the housing market and its recovery. You can see signs of it happening right now. I've seen the days on the market rise, as you saw. And as that's happening, sellers are getting nervous. Okay, so they're starting to negotiate. See, like the past 7 days, 249 homes have decreased their prices. Every day I see that number climb, go up. I mean, I've seen go to 800 price decreases. So I think what is happening is the homes are starting to settle into what they actually can afford instead of being overpriced, because a lot of times sellers are remembering what the market was like when you could just slap a price on the house and it would sell. Nowadays, they slap the price on there, they're just getting kicked back in the face. Buyers are not having it right now, okay? We're out there negotiating deals, $10,000 off asking price and $11,000 in closing costs with the termite bond. I mean, there's all kinds of, and sellers are accepting it because they're ready to sell. When you're on the market for 82 days and you thought you were going to be off the market in 30 days, sellers are starting to cave. So if you're a buyer out there, there's plenty of options for 300 and below, but also sellers are starting to negotiate. And if you're looking to sell your home, I would just say be prepared to sit on the market for a little while. You don't have, like, I would say, if you bought your home 3 or 4 years ago and you say the real estate agent tells you, okay, you bought it for $250, we can sell it for $450,000. Well, now that's starting to come back down to earth. So you're still going to make a lot of money, but it's just not going to be as much as it was before. So I just want to tell you, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you got any value from this video, do me a favor, share this video with your family and friends. They may be interested in what's going on in the housing market, and I really appreciate you guys watching. If you're on at this point, I love you. Thank you so much for watching me from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.